Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time for day 7 of Confessions of a Shopaholic, and I want to thank everyone who reaches out in the comments, gives me encouragement as I go through this series. It's a 30-day series. I really appreciate it. It motivates me to go on. It is not easy. It is not easy. Number one, doing it personally, looking within yourself and finding things out about yourself that might not be the most positive, but you really need to identify it, reflect on it, and make it better. And then to do it on camera is even harder. And no one's making me do this, so I'm not looking for no sympathy, but I just want to thank you for those who get in the chat, get in the comments, and encourage me. I really appreciate it because I am taking this very seriously. If this is your first time coming across this series, I am working this book. It's a part of the Mindful collection. It's called 30 Days to Stop Being a Shopaholic. It's something I picked up around the beginning of the year because it's something that I really needed to work on. And today, when I tell you it really honed in on me today, it really honed in on me today. And I'm going to tell y'all a little bit of personal business, but I just want to put it on camera because, like I said, whenever I'm having a bad day, I go back and I watch these and it helps me, reflect on it. And I also put it out there to maybe help somebody else. And again, I got this book off of Amazon. I don't remember how much it costs, but it's not that expensive. Okay. Day 7. Day 7, it's again on these buzzwords where they want you to think about these. My phone isn't on Do Not Disturb. They want you to think about these adverse words and reflect on them. And if you have watched the series from day 1, I skipped day 5 because it was a little bit too emotional for me. But I said, okay, day 7 is trying to take me there, but let's just work through it. And I said, I think I can handle day 7. So the exercise for day 7 is to sit still in silence and repeat to yourself guilt, shame, regret. Repeat those words to yourself 10 times and reflect on those words as you repeat them. I actually did that. So pat on back to myself because sometimes I skip over the exercise. If I feel like it's too much. Then it says, now say these words again with a smile on your face. And I did that, and it does change it. Now, this exercise says that we should no longer give these words any power. And when I read through the exercise, it made me feel like these words were a negative when it comes to shopping addiction. They say in your shopaholic behavior, sometimes people flourish on these words and it's a learned reaction. And I kind of felt the opposite. So let's go to my journal because our mantra for the day is I am not guilt, shame, or regret. Let's see what I had to say about myself with those words as it pertains to shopping. So in my journal, I wrote guilt, shame, and regret. And it says, I only feel those words when I overshop. Like, I normally don't feel guilty, shameful, or regretful about too much in life, especially now at 44. But when I overshop, I do feel regret. I do feel guilty for, spending up all my credit card or spending up all my debit card. I do feel that. And I feel like if it wasn't for me feeling that way, I probably would not have been able to identify my shopping as a problem and wanting to get help. And just a little bit of my personal business, I kind of felt that way today. I'm going to tell y'all the story at the end. I said, I feel like I need to feel that guilt, shame, and regret in order to stop myself. Like, if I never felt guilty for over shopping, if I never looked at my bank account and been like, damn, look at all my money gone, then I wouldn't feel a need to stop. Like I wouldn't feel like I had a problem, if that makes sense. And then I said those words, already said that, are what made me want to get help for my shopping addiction. I said that. I said I can't throw these words away if I feel like these words are helping me fix a problem. But I said maybe one day when I overcome my shopping addiction, I won't feel those words anymore. So I feel like currently today, I need to sit in the guilt. I need to sit in the shame. I need to sit in the regret so I can stop shopping. But who knows if I'll be fixed in 30 days. But whenever I do overcome the urge to constantly shop, I won't feel that anymore. So then I can throw those words away. But I wanted to share a personal story. I wrote it in my journal, and I'm just going to say it on camera because hopefully it'll help somebody else. And if not, girl, whenever you feel like you want to overshop again, come back to day 7 and listen to this story. I was saying that to myself. Okay, so I don't even need my notes for this. So today I woke up with a notification from my bank account. I ain't gonna put all my business in the street, but my bank was trying to tell me that someone was trying to charge me a transaction, but I didn't have enough money in my account, so they were gonna reject the charge. And I was like, I looked at my account and I had plenty of money in there, and I'm like, who's trying to charge me for something, and why are they rejecting it? So I didn't worry about it because I was like, I see the money sitting there, so I'm not tripping. So then I go on through the day, and then I finally get a note. I'm about to put too much of my business in the street. Oh, you have to be honest. You have to be honest. So I get a note from my car note people, and they were like, we couldn't process your car note. And I was like, damn, that is about the only charge that's that expensive where they would reject it. So I was like, well, why didn't they process my car note? I had the money right there. And so then I went through my bank account and I start looking because, mind you, it was just payday. And that's when I always set up my automatic payments to come out on payday. So, mind you, I'm looking. And as I looked at my bank account, I probably see 20 Afterpays, a couple of Klarnas, a couple of Affirms, a couple of PayPals. Of course, I had to make payments on all my credit cards because you have to pay on your credit cards every month. And I sat there because I was at work when I actually looked at it, and so much shame, guilt, and regret came over me before I even read the exercise of the day. I was sitting in all of those words because I was like, Angie, now mind you, no, not an excuse, not an excuse. So, mind you, majority of those charges, it was the last payment. It was the last of my holiday pay for ones where I bought gifts for everyone and myself. I ain't gonna lie. I bought myself some stuff too. So I feel like next payday, it won't hit as hard, but that's how bad my shopping is. That's how bad my shopping is to where it could be a payday and I could spend my entire check. And mind you, I ain't gonna tell y'all how much money I make, but just know it's a decent amount where I can spend my entire check on paying off Afterpay, Klarna, credit cards, Affirm, and PayPal. And I wrote it in my book. The goal I want to see for myself after these 30 days is I would like to look up and not have to pay a single pay in four. Like, I don't want to pay anything else in four because I feel like for someone like myself who is addicted to shopping, paying fours they're awful, especially Afterpay. And I ain't trying to get any of y'all addicted, but if you shop with Afterpay enough and you pay it off enough, you can buy something on Afterpay and not have to pay a dime until 2 weeks later. They won't start your paying for 2 weeks. So that's usually what gets me in trouble on a lot of paydays because, yes, I'm paying off some afterpays, but I'm also starting up a whole bunch of afterpays without having to pay for anything. So that's one of the first goals I want for myself. I just don't want to see any more paying for charges. Like, I would like to see one of my paychecks just sit in my account and look cute. Like, I'm tired of giving it all away. The next goal of mine is to pay off the credit cards. Like, credit card debt is also unnecessary for clothes. Like, they should be for emergencies or big purchases, things like that. So my goal is to start with the little credit cards, pay those off, trash them, and then pay down the bigger credit cards for emergencies. That's my other goal. I thought I had a third one. Let me look. Let me look. Oh, that was it. Yep. One payday with zero paying for payments. Oh, I also said if I can't afford to buy it, like I want to go to Torrid and get $200 worth of clothes. If I'm not prepared to pay $200 for those clothes right then and there, then they have to stay. Like, no more installment payments, no more paying fors, no more Klarnas and all that. Like, if you ain't gonna buy it right then, girl, leave it in the store. And that's it. And I told myself I can do this and still be fabulous, because a part of me feels like if I don't have new clothes, if I don't have new jewelry, shoes, I'm not going to present myself as fabulous. So I have to tell myself, girl, you can be on a budget and still be fabulous. I can. I have to tell myself that every day. It's a step-by-step process. It's a step-by-step process. Now, I hope none of y'all listen to my story and then get my comments and read me, because I promise you my feelings will be really hurt. Like, I ain't have to tell y'all all that. But I felt like sharing because I needed to get it out and admit it to myself. Like, girl, that's a problem. Like, that's a problem. So if you're concerned about my car note, I just moved some funds around and the car note is paid, but it should have been paid out of my paycheck. I shouldn't have had to maneuver to do that. It's a process, but that's it for day 7. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for supporting. Like, truly, I really, really appreciate the encouragement you all put in the comments and in the chat. I really appreciate your support. But off of that, let's go to a lighter note. Up next right now at 5:30, I'm getting ready to do Real Housewives of Potomac. At 6 o'clock, I'm going to do the challenge. Yes, I finally watched the episode and I finally caught up to the challenge. I'm going to put my thoughts out there, and then I will see you all tomorrow for day 8. Have a good one, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. See you later. Bye.